fix up the camera. Currently driving, working right now. As you can see, I drive truck for a living, so it's hard to get around to making video game pickup videos now. That's why it's been over a year since I've made one, but don't get me wrong, I come home every Sunday and Monday, and I've been trying to gather stuff as much as I could, buy games when I can, you know, but my time is spread thin, so I have to do what I can. But good news, I've got a lot of stuff over this last year, and I've been just trying to build it up a little bit so I can make a big video out of it. And yeah, I'm not going to be doing it here, obviously. All my stuff's at home. I just wanted to show you guys that this is what I do. This is what takes all my time, so that's my excuse. But yeah, I just figured I'd let you guys know, and I will see you whenever I'm back home making the video. Hey guys, long time no see. I know it's been well over a year since I did a pickup video, but believe me, I've got a lot of stuff. As I mentioned in my last clip, which, believe it or not, that last clip was over a week ago I took. I got stuck out in Virginia. Just made it home a couple days ago, but as I promised, I would do my pickups here, and I'm going to grab my camera. All these boxes, let's see, I've got a few more handhelds, did some trades. You'll see. My game room's still pretty much the same. I'm getting rid of this TV here soon, make some more room in here. But yeah, let me put this back here. Oh, as you might notice, got my beard back here. I'm going about 10 months or so with it. So yeah, I'll just dig into these boxes here, and let's see. Yesterday, picked up a Sega Saturn 3D controller. I'll open it up real quick. The reason why I bought it is because it's still brand new. Look at that thing. It's nice. But I like things that display well. Obviously, with my wall behind here. So yeah, that's that. Let's start throwing things. Now this, couple of these boxes I made a big trade for actually last week, or 2 weeks ago now. What I traded was a Sega CD Model 2 without the Genesis power cord for it, a Atari Lynx, and a Paperboy for the NES, and also my Sega, the Japanese Sega Saturn, which is not up there anymore because I don't really collect the foreign stuff, but I got all that plus all this stuff I'll show you here. For those things that I told you, I got a factory sealed Donkey Kong for the Atari 7800. So that was the original price tag on it for $3. So that'll be going out there with my Atari stuff. Got boxes of stuff here, so bear with me. The reason why I got another Commodore, a box of Commodore stuff, is because it's got the tape deck. I haven't cleaned it up at all, but yeah, I was kind of curious if anyone can tell me, why is there a ground cable on the tape deck? Like, I don't know. Just curious about it. Comes with a bunch of literature, software, how to hook up your Commodore, and these are all empty foils. They're just empty cases for the games. I bought his whole collection of this stuff, so he figured he didn't need it, so he just gave it to me. Tink's Adventure. This is complete. It's got the floppy in here. I like it because the hard shell case. One of those cheap, crappy controllers. Aren't very good. I don't even know if it works or not. He told me that this was the printer connector. This cable was to hook up your printer, which I got another pickup here, another Commodore with the printer, a bunch of games. I'll show here in a few, but I didn't have the printer cable, so this will go with that. The coaxial cable, some random audio cables. Who knows if they go with it, but this is the connector for the Commodore 64, but I don't know what exactly. I'll figure it out. You know what? So that I don't have to take it out of the box here. There's 3 power supplies, 2 of which are Commodore 64. One of them is an unmarked one, I believe. There. Yeah, these 2 say Commodore 64, but this one is unmarked. He said this fell off of one of the cables for the printer, I believe. So I'll figure that out. But got another Commodore 64, so that makes 3. I got one there, one back there in the box, and this box here is empty. That's for this one. So yeah, that's that. And I'll be back in a few minutes here. Let me get set up with the others. Alright, and I'm back. Next lot here, this also came with that same trade. It is a Commodore Vic-20, which is the reason why I actually wanted this whole lot. Comes with this isn't the original box. He thought it was, but I know it's not. Comes with the original styrofoam power supply and all these games. And also a Vic modem. Yep. You guys can tell me if you see any rare games. I don't think there is, because I don't know much about this system. That says Grid Runner. I only bought it because I have Commodore 64s, and I knew this came out before the 64. That says Vic 1923 Gorf. Maybe there's someone out there that knows more about this than I do, but this is all the connections I need for the system, and of course another one of these which I don't need. Yeah, that's that. Another thing, he said he didn't know if this was the original power supply for it because it's unmarked, but he says he plugs it in and it works. So it does work, but maybe someone can tell me if this is the right power supply or not. But it's just a Vic-20. Yellowed up because it's from, it's old. But yeah, I will be back when I get another box up here. Alright guys, another box. I couldn't tell you when I got this stuff, but this stuff is older things. That was the biggest pick I've got here in a while. Actually, I'll just include this real quick. Found another one of these Starpath Supercharger games, which, let me walk out here. My Atari shelf hasn't changed at all, but set this up here with my other ones. Yeah, see, hasn't changed. Alright, well here's this. I thought it was neat. I heard about this, but I'd never seen one. It's called an Action Max. What you do is you would hook this thing up to your VCR, and this is the game it came with. I got this at the exchange a while ago, and this sits on top of your TV. I believe this is the sensor that you'd set this. It has a suction cup. You'd set this on the top of your TV and shoot at it, like you see in there. You'd shoot the planes. This is the gun. Then this is the audio and video cable. And I would say about a year ago or so, I bought all this box. I've been dying to put all this stuff away. It's just been sitting here for a year. But anyway, this is all stuff for Commodore 64. Yeah, see. Bought this off of my buddy. These are empty boxes, but like I said, I like things that display well, and there's a ton of literature here, but there's mainly just boxes and boxes of empty boxes, and he's got, you know what I mean, there's just tons of boxes here that I've been meaning, when I get rid of this TV, I'm going to be figuring out a way to hang this stuff up. Oh, these aren't empty. They got the paperwork inside, but the games aren't in there. So when I get rid of this TV, I'm going to hang stuff on the wall and whatnot behind it, because this is a big TV. Takes up a lot of space, and it doesn't even really work. So, but I can go through this stuff real quick. Hockey, baseball, Ninja Master, Bad Street Brawlers. Looks like it might actually be a good game if I were to have it. And these are, here, let me put my camera up there. These are a little bit bigger, hard to control with one hand. These slide out like this, and it's like a huge game case. But these ones actually did come with the game. These are called Thunder Mountain. There's 3 floppies. Comes with all the paperwork and stuff. I just thought they were neat because of, I mean, it's a big case there for a game. There's another one. I'll open this one up real quick too. Comes with all the stuff, games. This is volume 1. The one I just showed you was volume 2. Yeah. That's that. The rest of this stuff I can just show you by hand here. This is just a box of random Sega Genesis and Xbox original controllers and video connectors for the Genesis, Commodore, just a bunch of random box stuff. I think I got all that for like $5. Some guy just had it and wanted to get rid of it. But I believe this was not here before. I don't know. I got this at a yard sale last year at a nearby town. The lady had a bunch of bins out on the road. Keep in mind, this is the second day of the yard sale, and she had like $1 bins and $5 bins, and this was sitting in one of the $5 bins. System just as is, no wires or nothing, but took a chance on it for $5. I can't complain, because the only other Master System I have is this brand new one, which I've still not opened. And well, technically I've got the power base converter there, but I didn't have a system that I could play on, so I got that for $5 at a yard sale. This is a Commodore 64 disk drive. This is the blue chip model. Works great. I've been playing games on this for a while, actually. This is an anime station. or animation station, I mean, for the Commodore 64. I was just on a kick there for a while, buying stuff for the Commodore 64. This was at the exchange for $5. Box is in really rough shape. I haven't even taken it out because the box is so torn up. Random NES 4 score sitting back there, still in the original box. I think that's all in that pile. Alright, this I got probably about a year ago as well, back when I was on the kick. Commodore 64, which is the one I actually play. That one's in very good shape, working. Oh man, it's like stuck to there. I'll just set this here. This is a case with a bunch of floppies. The majority of them are burnt games, because the guy made these games that I bought it off of. He was a computer programmer way back in the day, which is neat. And he started with this stuff. And that's what this pile of literature here is. Programming commands. The green book right here. This is a list of games, I'm assuming. There's another list of games, but in here though, this green book he gave me was his. That's backwards. His list here of, like, for the games, loading instructions, how to load the games. He put this book together, I think, from what he told me. This old literature, it's pretty neat. Just the commands for the games, basically. But get that out of the way. This is the disc reader for the Commodore 64. That box, but this is outside. It's a pretty big. This is for the floppies. Pull the 64 out of the way here. I mean, this is just like any other Commodore 64. And back there is the printer, which I was really excited to get because I've never seen one. It hadn't been used in forever. I'm not going to use it, but it's really clean inside. I don't know what else to really say about it, I guess. But I was really excited to get it just because you never see those things. Yeah. This Super Nintendo here, it was my original Super Nintendo down at my dad's. I think I've talked about it before. This Super Off-Road the Baja was the last game I remember playing on the Super Nintendo. And then this was the Super Nintendo I played on. I got it down at my dad's. He had it in a box out in his garage. Really rough shape. Paint on it and everything. But, yeah. I think that's it, you guys. Oh, wait, no. A couple more handhelds here. I got a purple Game Boy and this blue, light blue, or whatever, dark blue Game Boy Pocket. Sorry if this video was long. I think it's probably going to be about 20 minutes or so total, but hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see if I'll be making some more here shortly. Thanks for watching, you guys.